transfer window, transfer market, or transfer news are actually happening right now, and it looks like Chelsea are doing a lot of business for sure. Some are not working out, some are working out. But one thing you should understand is Olise is no longer going to Chelsea. Hey, his deal is just off completely for Chelsea. But then Bayern Munich have beaten the likes of Manchester City and also Manchester United. Chelsea links with, we all know the darling boy or Spain darling boy at this moment, Nico Williams. We are going to tell you details about it. It's just latest for sure, and Chelsea are determined. If I say determined, well, let's see what is going to happen. And also, one thing that you should understand, or Douglas Luiz, so who was actually going to Manchester United, have made U-turn right. Keep in touch, and we're going to give you details of that. And as well as Kylian Mbappe update about his money. We talked about it the last time. Now there's an update about that as well. So let's see what is going to happen. I'm with Sami for sure. Barcelona news is there. Manchester United, Real Madrid. If you just join us and you are new, remember to subscribe and be part of this amazing community. Your opinions are always welcome. Talking about Chelsea, it's like currently they are wising up with their transfer for sure, because we all know they were linked with Michael Olise of Crystal Palace, and they were determined to actually land him in Stamford Bridge. But then the issue was salary. They thought his salary issue was too high to actually get in touch with him, so they actually pull out of the deal. Then Bayern Munich have beaten Manchester United and City to get his signature. What do you make up of that deal?
When it comes to that deal, the Michael Olise deal, I think the Crystal Palace made it so complex that if you are not so smart, it will end up affecting your team. I think right now, Chelsea is a business team, especially looking at their owner. They don't want to make any deal that at the end of the day they'll lose or they'll make no profit. The deal is complicated. They are saying that he wants to play in a team playing Champions League. His pay is high. His Ballon d'Or clause is there. There are so many. It's one of the most complicated issues. It started last season. Chelsea went and Chelsea could not get it. And this season, Chelsea tried again. But then looking at the options in the market and seeing how this project is going, I don't think it was a good idea. So they had to let him go. Yeah, Bayern Munich, on the other hand, said, yes, we can fit into all these factors that you want. We are willing to go for you. We are willing to give you the money. We are willing to bet on you. So Bayern Munich did. And the likes of Manchester City and United too also, according to sources, they were not able to even get to a deeper phase. It was just Chelsea and between Bayern. But at the end of the day, we saw that Bayern Munich had the upper hand, and then they have had a verbal agreement which he'll be going to Bayern Munich.
And Chelsea once again have made a signing of young Brazilian star. He's not for the future, he's for currently. But I understand he'll be joining Chelsea next summer. William Estavalle. What do you make up of that? Because I understand it's about 34 million with all add-ons included to be like 40-something million. What do you think about that deal as well? Because I understand he's a winger and he's very, very good as well.
One thing that Chelsea fans should know about Bully is he is turning the team into a business team. And for a way, I think is good. He's trying to get all the young top talents, those who have potentials. We talked about this deal before in the previous videos, and yes, now it's been confirmed. And looking at how this guy plays, he's really going to help the team. And even if he's not able to help the team, at the end of the day, his market value would increase because he's joined Chelsea, and he'll be able to be sold to a higher price. So then Chelsea, I think the deal is good. Chelsea is doing these little deals, and at the end of the day, we are going to see Chelsea up there.
We're going to see Chelsea up there. And talking about Chelsea and Maddison, Dortmund could not be able to land him because he will spend last season with Dortmund. But the Dortmund offering knew very well that he was having a clause in his contract, but they refused to do it. And Aston Villa determined they have been able to complete it with £37 million. So I'm Maddison automatically is Aston Villa player And talking about Aston Villa, I want you to blend them together. Omar. Omar is also someone that a young player that Aston Villa trying to release, or maybe Chelsea have even bought him with 19 million as well. So they wanted a swap deal, but then what do you call it? Aston Villa said they needed that deal to be separate because the PSR, there's financial sustainability rule. They are trying to be or bound in that on that distance. So what do you think about that deal as well? And Maddison moving and also Umaru as a young talent moving to Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, talking about, I think he played a very nice game in Dortmund, and we are all expecting him to stay in Dortmund. In fact, Dortmund tried as much as possible, but Dortmund did not want to pay that money. The money Dortmund wanted to give to Chelsea was 25 million. Chelsea had already told them that they should bring 40 million. So at the end of the day, I realized that now this deal is not going to be done. Chelsea too needs to sell players in order that they will not make this FFP rule get them. Now, looking at Kellyman. Kellyman is a young striker that Chelsea actually signed the deal yesterday. I think it's a good thing. Most Chelsea fans will be confused, like what is going on. But then, as I mentioned earlier, Chelsea is turning into that business side more because the club manager is a businessman. So getting him for 19 million, he's going to play as a second striker. He's going to be understudy bit by bit, gain his value, and in the future he can be sold. But mind you should also know that Chelsea is still after four different strikers. So Chelsea has not started, they have not stopped yet. Chelsea is in the market for good, and yes, I think they have started well, and let's see how it ends.
Chelsea have started well. Well, still talking about Chelsea, we all know they are looking for a left-footed right wing player, and Nico Williams still fits that category. They've been following him for more than a season now, and now it looks like this was going to be a down deal for Chelsea. But then once again, they said they are not moving towards that deal again. Why? Because his price or his release clause is too high with 30, include everything is about 60 something million euros. And also his salary is also too higher. I think Chelsea is wising up this time around because they have a lot of wingers, but then they needed another or left-footed winger who can be at the right side. And Nico Williams fit that profile, and yet they still say no. What do you think is still happening?
Yeah, so Nico Williams is one of the exciting players. If in the Euros, I think Chelsea started following Nico Williams long ago, but then
Yeah,
was not able to. Talking about his contract, Atletico Bilbao says that if you want to get him, don't come and pay parts. Don't
yeah,
come and make part payments. That's one. Bring the full amount, get your player, and go. The second issue to is he's demanding for a very high wage. Yesterday, Fabrizio Romano said that he wants a special important salary. Looking at Chelsea's wage bill, I think right now they are trying to clear away all the old bills that they gave out to the players. And the ultimate one with the highest wage bill they want to do is going to be Rhys James. Now, though we have the likes of Raheem Sterling who is getting more, but then at the end of the day, eventually he will leave. They want Rhys James to be the bar. So if Rhys James is the bar, anybody who comes will not take more than Rhys James because he's been the captain. And I think it's a good thing looking at what they are doing. But then Nico is a good player, and I'm happy that Chelsea is moving out because when someone's meat is spoiling, someone's soup too is becoming nice. So if we get
so
Chelsea away, it makes Barca more closer to Nico.
actually make you turn from Manchester United to Juventus. Juventus are not. Maybe they will be happy to get such a profile player. But why do you think that is happening to Manchester United? Because two players so far.
Yeah, so I think when it comes to this transfer window, I think last season Barca showed most clubs how to do it, especially when we had Alemani. You first talk to the player. You first finalize with the player. So the player gets confidence. I think we also saw what Chelsea also did to this thing, Liverpool. Like I said, don't matter.
Mhm.
You first talk to the player, make sure that you have got his agreement, settled everything. Then now you move to the mother club, then you do the deal. That is what Juventus did. whilst United were still hovering around, waiting to see how it goes. Juventus had already finished with him. His personal agreement, everything was done. So when the Aston Villa agreed to get two players in return, then the deal was done and he's moving to Juventus. Yeah.
And Nacho is someone we talked about him moving to the Arab world, and it looks like it's a done deal now. Oh, do you think he will excel over there?
Yeah, Nacho is a very brilliant player. In fact, everybody thought that Nacho is going to go and meet up with Ronaldo, just like how Messi is trying to bring all the Barca players to him. So we all thought that was what was going to happen, but then it did not happen. Then we also heard that he was having another deal with Al Nassr. It did not happen. We heard another, but then Madrid was waiting closely to see what to do. Now today it's been confirmed that there's a verbal agreement. Everything has been done. He's moving to the newly promoted team. If I'm not mistaken, Al-Qadsiah. That is
Uh,
if I don't pronounce it well, but yes. And then I think Nacho is going to do well. He's going to take his money. He's going to make his money, but at the end of the day, he's also going to enjoy himself.
yeah, Al-Qadsiah.
Ah,
Yeah, he's going to enjoy his money as well. But hey, Mbappe, what's the latest update about Mbappe? His salary issue with PSG or his money's issue with PSG?
Mbappe, after the season was over, he came to talk about how PSG treated him, how badly they treated him. They sidelined him. He was outside. He was not happy. But then the likes of Luis Enrique, that people thought that Enrique was not even the one who liked Mbappe, was the one who convinced them to let him play. He was being quiet all this time because he wanted to go to Madrid. Now that his contract has ended, he's now going to show his revealing his real self. They have not paid him from April. And also he has some bonuses which amount up to 100 million euros. So a letter has been sent to PSG saying that, guys, I need my money. And if PSG doesn't want to pay that money, the next time we will hear from Mbappe is his lawyers will meet at the court and PSG will be found wanting. So I think what Mbappe did was a very strong move and yeah, kudos to Mbappe. But then PSG, agreement is an agreement. A deal is a deal. You have to pay this guy his 100 million euros.
So, I mean, any other news about Barcelona, Real Madrid, or any other information?
I think from the camp of Barca, we are still monitoring Nico Williams, trying to get his signature. We are looking at Cancelo. If Cancelo doesn't work out, we are going to Jeremy Frimpong. These are yet early developments. So let's see how it pans out, how it goes. Talking about Real Madrid. Real Madrid is still waiting on Lunin to commit his signature, but Lunin too has had offers from Arsenal. Arsenal is telling him that, hey, don't sign this contract. Because if you sign this contract, you're going to be a second keeper to Courtois. Why don't you come and battle it out here and see if you can be a first keeper? So Lunin is still confused. So, these rumors are still coming up bit by bit, and let's see how it goes. By the end of the day, I think the Euros, because the Euros, most of the deals have slowed a bit.
Yeah,
But then we still go through our archives, we still go through every loop and hole and bring you what you deserve.
and bring you what you deserve. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for watching. And if you just you are new, remember to hit the subscription button, like and share the video, and we're gonna see you in the next video. Ciao.